Good afternoon. Kami ay Group 8 na i-report ni Johaibi M. Ibrahim at Devlin D. Humalon. Title ng report, Obstacle in Manpower Planning at Technique of Manpower Planning. The following are the main obstacles that organizations face in the process of manpower planning. Obstacle in manpower planning. 1. Underutilization of manpower. Number 2. Degree of absenteeism. 3. Lack of education and skill labor. 4. Manpower control and review. Productivity, output, input, employer productivity, total production, total number of employee. Number 1. Underutilization of manpower. The biggest obstacles in case of manpower planning is the fact that the industry in general are not making optimum use of their manpower, and once manpower planning begins, it encounters heavy odds in stepping up the utilization. So ang under the utilization of manpower ay ang pinakamalaking balagkit sa kaso ng pagpaplano ng manpower ay ang katunayan na ang mga industriya sa pagkalahata ay hindi gumagamit ng pinakamabuting kalagayan ng paggamit ng kanilang lakas tao, at sa sandaling magsimula ang pagpaplano ng manpower ay nakatagpo ito ng mabibigat na logro sa pagpapataas ng paggamit. Number 2. Degree of absenteeism. Absenteeism is quite high and has been increasing since last few years. Ang absenteeism ay medyo mataas at dumarami mula pa noong nakaraang taon. Number 3. Lack of education and skilled labor. The extent of illiteracy and the slow pace of development of the skilled categories account for low productivity in employees. Low productivity has implication for manpower planning. Ang lawak ng pagiging litero at mabagal na bilis ng pag-unlad ng mga kasanayang kategorya para sa mababang pagiging produktibo sa mga empleyado na mababa ang pagiging produktibo ay may implikasyon para sa pagplano ng manpower. Number 4. Manpower control and review. A. Any increase in manpower is considered at the top level of management. Ang anumang pagtaas sa lakas tao ay itinuturing na nangungunang antas ng pamamahala. B. On the basis of manpower plans, personnel budget are prepared. These act as a control mechanism to keep the manpower under certain broadly defined limits. Sa batayan ng mga power plan ng tao, inihahanda ng mga budget ng tauhan ang mga kilos na ito bilang mekanismo ng pagkokontrol upang mapanatili ang lakas ng tao. The productivity of any organization is usually calculated using the formula. Ang pagiging produktibo ng anumang samahan ay karaniwang kinakalkula gamit ang formula. Letter D. Exit interviews. The rate of turnover and rate of absenteeism are source of vital information on the satisfaction level of manpower. For conservation of human resources and better utilization of men studying this condition, manpower control will have to take into account the data to make meaningful analysis. Exit interview. Ang rate ng turnover at rate absenteeism ay mapagkukunan ng mahalagang impormasyon sa antas ng kasiyahan ng manpower para sa pag-iingat ng mga mapagkukunang pangtao at mas mahusay na paggamit ng mga kalalakihan na nag-aaral sa kondisyong ito. Ang pagkontrol ng manpower ay dapat isaalang-alang ang data upang makasagawa ng makabuluhang pagsusuri. E. Extent of overtime. The amount of overtime paid may be due to real shortage of men, ineffective management, or improper utilization of manpower. Manpower control would require a careful study of overtime statistics. Palawigin ang overtime. Ang halaga ng bayad na overtime ay maaaring sanhi ng tunay na kakulangan ng kalalakihan na hindi mabisang pamamahala o hindi wastong paggamit ng paghawak ng manpower control na nangangailangan ng maingat na pag-aaral ng mga estatistika ng overtime. Number 1. Forecasting manpower needs demands. Manpower demand refers the total human resource needs of an organization of a given the time period. The precise nature of an organization demand for manpower depends on various factors. Hinihingi ng lakas ng tao ang pag-aayos ng kabuuang mga pangangailangan ng mapagkukunan ng tao ng isang hinihingi ng samahan para sa lakas tao ay nakasalalay sa iba't ibang mga kadahilanan. Number 2, short-term forecasting. Short-range forecast usually grown out of normal budgetary processes. Manpower budget and projection are generally based on estimate of workload reduction, schedules, passenger loads, expansion, or construction in operation. Number 3, long-term forecasting. This is done with mathematical and statistical models, unlike forecasting short-term needs, which generally involves necessary adjustment to assure that specified vacancy are filled. Long-term forecasts are more general in nature. Number 4, linear regression. Another quantitative approach-based linear regression analysis may also be used to estimate the manpower necessary at the future point in time based upon such factors as sales, output, or service rendered. For example, if a college is expanding, it's likely that more teachers will be needed.
Good day, I'm David D. Humalon. One of the techniques of manpower planning is forecasting manpower supply. The forecasting manpower supply is important for personnel planners to anticipate and pinpoint change in personnel supply. The manpower planners must consider both the external supply, which is the employees available for hire in organization's geographic workforce, and the internal supply, the organization current employees of human resources. The skills inventories provide an information base for monitoring an employee's potential contribution